And now, News Channel 10's 24/7 local weather first alert forecast, sponsored by Generator Supercenter of Amarillo.
Well, good Friday afternoon, everyone. Hopefully you're all doing well, enjoying the nice cool temperatures we're seeing out there for today, and thankfully the calmer winds as well. Certainly a pleasant change of pace. We saw low 40s and high 30s out there for most of the area this morning. Since then, we've warmed up into the mid 60s here in Amarillo, Texas. So we're seeing those mid 60s out there right now, maybe some 70s off towards the southeast. Of course, we'll be cooling quite nicely as we go on into the evening time period. 60s by 7 o'clock, 50s by 10 o'clock tonight. And then as we go into the overnight period, it looks like we'll drop down close to freezing, but not quite to that 32-degree mark. Looking right now at about 35 here in Amarillo. Places like Clovis may get down as low as 33, but that should be about as cold as anyone gets. We'll get back up in the 60s and 70s pretty quickly early on tomorrow, and then actually get as high as 80 degrees. So we're going to start to really warm up going into your Saturday, and there is good reason for that. We're going to circle back to that here in just a little bit. Winds here for the rest of the day, still out of the north, relatively calm. They start to take more of a southeasterly turn at maybe 5 to 15 miles an hour as we wrap up the day and head into the overnight period. But then after that, looking into your Saturday, it does look like winds pick up a little bit. Good news is we're not looking at an extreme wind event or anything like what we have seen, but maybe just a bit breezier than what we're seeing, and that is prompting maybe some wildfire concerns, because we're going to see those wind speeds tomorrow for your Saturday right there. Picking up out of the southwest, you'll see them quickly get up to that 10 to 20 mile an hour range, maybe 20 to 25 at their absolute worst. We'll see gusts in varying ranges. We're going to circle back to that as well. Thankfully, those winds do drop off as we go on into tomorrow night. So it looks like just basically your Saturday daytime time frame is really going to be our main focus for those higher winds. And then we'll actually see those winds turn out of the north for Sunday, bringing in colder temperatures. So right now we have a red flag warning for Saturday for our eastern New Mexico counties. That's for the possibility of gusts getting upwards of 50 to 55 miles an hour. Meanwhile, most of the Texas Panhandle, save for our eastern row of counties, is under a fire weather watch until Saturday evening. That's for gusts upwards of 35 miles an hour. So still pretty blustery out there, but like I said, thankfully we have seen worse, and we're not expecting a return to that range of wind. So 7-day supercast, you're going to see that cold front knock us down to about 63 on Sunday, 78, 77 in the early parts of next week. But look at late next week, Thursday and Friday, maybe starting to get some hints at if we can get everything to come together right, we'll start to see some rain shower chances returning to the forecast. Right now we'll temper our expectations and go about 20% Thursday and Friday for maybe some scattered showers. And we're seeing that backed up from the Climate Prediction Center. The 6 to 10 day outlook, which is March 27th through the 31st. That's going to be next Thursday through, of course, the end of the weekend. You'll see right there, most of the Texas Panhandle, parts of eastern New Mexico got a slight shade of green right there for some better chances for hopefully wetter than normal conditions. But on the flip side, temperatures, we're looking pretty consistently warmer than average, with your normal highs being this time of year about 67. So as we saw with our 7-day supercast right there, we're anticipating those temperatures probably climbing up and staying in the 70s, maybe some 80s in there at times.